Okay guys, so last week we made our Star Wars edit, and in our Star Wars edit we have 12 different clips. We have the one music, War Begins, and we have at least 2 sound effects. If you have more than that, that's great. There's also transitions in between each one of the clips. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do some text. So if you go to week 12 and you click on Monday, there is something here called Mandalorian font download. So if you click on it, it is going to bring you up to this Mandalore font. Now, all of these fonts are going to be available for us to download, but we want to use one of, we're just going to use the first one. Let's go with that. So what I want you to do is go over here to download. All right. So now that it is downloaded, if I open up my File Explorer and I go to Downloads, I now have Mandalore. It's got a zip on it, or zipper. That means they took a really big file and made it really small. So we need to click on it so that it will come up and say extract. And then these are all the different ones that we're going to do. But we're going to just do this first one to make it easy. But this is how you would download font. So I'm going to double click on this. It comes up, it shows me what the font is. If you want to do this, no, you can't do the 3D one, sorry. But like down here, this one will not work for what we are using, so please don't download it. Just go back and download this first one, double click on it, and then you say install. Now make sure that Premiere Pro is closed. It cannot be open at this point, or your font will not load into the program. So it should be downloaded and installed. We can close all of this, and now we will go and, okay, we're going to do one other thing before we open it up. We're going to go back to Monday, and there is this folder called Mandalorian Graphics. So I'm going to click on it, and there are graphics in here that we're going to use for our text, because basically we're going to put a video and or pictures in our actual letters for our text or graphic. So we need to download all of these. So the easiest way is you click on it, you go to this, and you right click, save image as, and then we're going to go to our file. Remember, it's in OneDrive. Hopefully you all set it up from the first project or the first tutorial. And then I have a file in here called Star Wars Edit. And so now I'm going to hit save. All right, I'm going to go back to the graphics, and I'm going to save all of these. All right, so go ahead and take a minute and do that. Okay, so once you have done all of them, so you should be now able to open up your File Explorer, go to OneDrive, your TV production folder, so Star Wars Edit, and now there are all of these pictures. So it just goes and puts it in with everything that we had before. All right, so that's where you should be at. So now we're going to open up Premiere Pro. We open up our file. It should have, like I said, all of your requirements from last week. So once it opens, you're going to scroll down. I called mine SWEdit. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of moving, changing, but I did that for a reason. Okay, so if you go over here to the timeline, oops, wrong way, sorry. You can see that I have no place to put an intro for our video. So if I click with my selection tool, if I click, hold, and drag, everything can be highlighted. You see how it turns white, and we're going to move it down. I would say about 15 seconds. We'll have an intro that will be there, and you can kind of tell what it is. If it's 14, if it's 12, it's fine, but just move it down so you have a decent amount of time, oops, to do the intro, because it's a pretty cool intro. But now if you notice, the music is going to be too short, so it's going to have no music. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this War Begins. I'm going to hit backspace so it goes away. I'm going to go back over here. If it's not up, you go to bin video, if that's hopefully how you set it up, if you set it up the way you were supposed to. And we're going to go to, oh, sorry, bin video, listen to me. We're going to go to bin music, sorry, and we're going to take and put War Begins in here again. Okay, so now it's starting here where it's supposed to, but if you notice, it does not go to the end. And if I click and try to drag it, I can't make a clip bigger. I can slow it down if I wanted to. To do that, I would right click right on top. Okay, why is it not working? There we go. Right click right on top, and I can do speed and duration. So if I wanted to make it speed it up, whatever, I could do that. But for right now, we're just going to go over here and we're just going to put this part. Actually, you know what? We're going to go down here. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time editing this, but watch what I do. See, you can tell that it was like really loud, then it got soft, and then it was the exit. So I'm going to go ahead and click it right there, and I'm going to move this over to the end. So now, with that being said, I am going to go back to my razor, and I'm going to cut it here and here, and go back to my selection tool and do that. All right. I did, oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I didn't move my sound down when I did that originally, so I would have to go back and see where exactly I had it, but those are my two sounds there. And now if you wanted to move that up there so it's all together, then there you go. All right, so this is just a way to do it. It would change if we were doing it for a client or whatever, but this way we have a place for the beginning credit and an end credit. They're also called bumpers or splash screens. So if you hear that, if I use those terminology, that is what it is. All right, so now that we have our music done, we can start working on our title and our graphics. The first thing we need to do is over here in this, if you go to bin video, and remember there are many ways you can import things. You can go up here to import, you can right click in here and go into import, or you can go to file import. But we need to import all of those pictures and video that we just downloaded. So I just did file import, and then we're going to go to OneDrive. We're going to go down to production 1A, SWEdit, and then I would go here and go to date modified. If you click on it, it will tell you when you downloaded stuff. So if I click on the first one and it's highlighted, and then I go all the way down here to the last one, which is, for me, it's Planet Surface, but you can see they're all on that time. And I hold the Shift key down and click. I now have all of them selected, and I can hit open, and now they will be ready for us to use. Okay? So I need you to have all of that done, and then we will work on the text in the next video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.